Good evening and welcome to NEWSBREAK Live. I'm Hiba Sama. Thanks for joining us. As people across the nation celebrate the end of Mardi Gras season with Fat Tuesday, right here in Torrance, you can indulge in some sweet treats to mark the occasion. Annually, the Torrance Bakery makes a delicious king cake. The tradition marks the beginning of Lent and is associated with Mardi Gras as hundreds of thousands of people eat it throughout Carnival season. Torrance Bakery was busy today, since yesterday as well, where they sold more than 120 cakes alone, and today they nearly made 250. The treat is made from dough that is filled with cinnamon and nuts, then iced with the Mardi Gras colors of purple, yellow, and green. They also sell a berry deluxe with cream cheese version. It's in a shape of a hollow circle, and many times there's a plastic baby hidden inside. The person who gets a piece with the baby is said to have a prosperous new year. Along with the cakes, Torrance Bakery was also selling Mardi Gras crowns and shortbread cookies. Tomorrow is Ash Wednesday and it falls 46 days before Easter. Torrance Bakery will be selling hot cross buns tomorrow. A new place to keep your pearly whites healthy is serving patients right here in Torrance. The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce, along with state leaders, celebrated the grand opening of Dentist of Torrance General and Cosmetic Dentistry, a practice founded by two brothers, where one brother is a general dentist while the other is an orthodontist. The Bar Cordars say they hope to provide the best patient experience, comfortable care while using innovative technology. They have a 3D scanner that allows for same-day implants. They provide a wide range of services from root canals, dentures, wisdom teeth removal to teeth whitening. Opening the practice was one way for them to give back.
I just really loved, being able to give patients, a better life, letting them be able to eat and smile and laugh and just have a good quality of life. I feel it's like it's so important. People look at each other's teeth and judge people by it, and I just feel like having a beautiful smile is, a beautiful first impression.
This is very exciting because they're using our name in their actual title of the business, and using our name is important to us because that way it's very easy for people to identify where their business is located. And this is really a very professional dental office with lots of services, everything from general dentistry to orthodontia.
They're located on Hawthorne Boulevard. You can check out their services on dentistoftorrance.com. A unique collaboration at the Del Amo Fashion Center will give you free goodies for a selfie. Called the Dream Machine, this vending machine located near Lids at the Del Amo Fashion Center is not only giving shoppers a bite to eat, but much more. The machine is from Nissan Foods USA and Food Beast. All you have to do is push the big button to activate. Instructions on the screen will prompt the user to take a photo with the machine. Next, the user will post their photo to Instagram using a special hashtag generated by the machine. Once it's posted, the Dream Machine will dispense a prize, and you can be the lucky one to get anything for free, from a free cup of noodles to even gift cards. Your Instagram account must be public to participate. You can stop by the Del Amo Fashion Center throughout March to participate. A Torrance-based theater company is looking for its next star, and it could be your furry four-legged friend. Encore Theater Group, known as the South Bay's premier community educational theater company, will hold auditions for a great dog to play Sandy in their upcoming production of Annie at the Redondo Beach Performing Arts Center. Other performers will be adults and children from the South Bay. Encore's executive director says the Sandy they've used for the past 10 years has retired, and they're looking to replace her. Specifically, they're looking for a medium-sized dog, and they're open to any breed type. Encore is a nonprofit that seeks to build community and transform lives by providing high-quality, intensive musical and theater training, along with performances across the South Bay and Los Angeles Harbor areas. If you're interested, auditions will be held at the studios, and you need to make an appointment. It'll take place this Saturday. You can call 310-896-6459. You still have time to sign up for a one-of-a-kind workshop that teaches you what it's like to be a Torrance police officer. You can sign up for the Spring 2019 Partners in Policing class, open to Torrance residents, people that work in Torrance, or anyone who has affiliations with the city can participate. The Community Awareness Program educates people by giving them a chance to walk in the shoes of an officer. They'll experience hands-on exercises related to the duties, services, and responsibilities of policing. Classes are held twice a year, and by graduation, participants have gone through 12 sessions. They get a chance to meet officers from the gang detail, SWAT, K-9, and many more. The city now also has a teens and policing program that takes place once per semester. To sign up, head to torranceca.gov. Local elementary school students will soon be learning the essential skills needed for an emergency. The Torrance Unified School District Board of Education approved students at Carr Elementary School and others to participate in the American Red Cross Pillowcase Project. It was created by the American Red Cross following Hurricane Katrina in 2005, and it's an emergency preparedness education program for elementary school students in grades 3rd through 5th. Students will learn emergency preparedness skills and information about a locally prominent hazard, home fire prevention, and safety skills. Also, they'll learn age-appropriate coping skills for handling emergencies and tools for increasing household preparedness. This will take place throughout the school year, and presentations will be given by the American Red Cross employees, volunteers, and community partners. Also, don't forget to watch the Torrance City Council meeting tonight. The city plans to proclaim March as American Red Cross Month. City staff will explain the long history of the organization and will recognize this as a special time to thank the Red Cross volunteers and donors. The month will also encourage residents to show support to the American Red Cross chapters in their areas. And speaking of the American Red Cross, they're also partnering up with a big-name fill company to encourage people to roll up their sleeves and donate. 20th Century Fox Consumer Products is hosting a nationwide blood drive with the American Red Cross starting this Sunday, which is the anniversary of the iconic series premiere of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They're calling it the Buffy Slay Day Blood Drive, and no better place to kick off this event than the Torrance Donation Center, which is just minutes away from Torrance High School, where Buffy the Vampire Slayer was filmed. The first 15 presenting blood or platelet donors at each location may also receive complimentary Buffy goodies. 2019 Buffy Slay Day merchandise also launches on the official Buffy online store shop.fox.com. For more information, go to redcrossblood.org. Now let's get to the weather. Today there was a high of 63 degrees with a low of 52 degrees. Then tomorrow there's a high of 64 degrees with an expected low of 49. Then temperatures will continue to drop throughout the week with a low of 47 on Thursday. And there's a chance of showers. Don't forget, daylight saving time is this Sunday, which means before you go to bed, you'll move your clocks forward an hour. This means sunrise will be an hour later. Also, during City Council, the Airport Commission will ask staff to bring back a special exhibit to the airport. This year, they hope to put on display one-of-a-kind aircraft as part of the Collings Foundation Wings of Freedom tour. They plan to bring B-24 Liberator, B-17 Bomber, B-25 Mitchell, B-51 Mustang to the airport, but for the first time, they hope to also display the P-40 Warhawk at Zamperini Field from April 25th through the 28th. Along with the stag display, there will be up to 37 flights for hire. The foundation is a nonprofit organization designed to preserve aviation history. We'll have more on This Week in Torrance this Thursday. An internationally known marine robotics business in the city of Torrance opened its doors to the public recently to showcase its flagship remotely operated vehicle. Torrance City Cable reporter Michael Patterson has more on the company that is making waves in the marine robotics community.
It's turned into a much bigger thing than I ever imagined, but it's awesome.
What started as a crowdfunding campaign for Rusty Jahangir making cost-effective propeller devices in his garage has turned into a full-fledged robotic technology business.
When we launched the Kickstarter, we raised 3 times more than we were asking for, and the orders just kept rolling in after that.
Jehangir is now the founder of Blue Robotics in Torrance, whose products are being used by engineers worldwide. Blue Robotics recently hosted an open house, which invited members of the community to see their products firsthand. Blue Robotics' flagship project is the Blue ROV2, which you can see in this pool behind me. Patrons at this event are able to pilot the Blue ROV2 themselves using a simple video game controller. According to Jehangir, the Blue ROV2 has many uses. People have used the vehicle and its components to control invasive fish populations and even measure depths of lakes to monitor climate change.
We've really focused on making our products low cost. So something that a few years ago somebody never would have considered doing with a marine robotic product, now it's 10 times cheaper and it opens up that opportunity. We sell a lot of components to high school students who are using them in high school ROV competitions. And some of those things just never would have been possible a few years ago.
Blue Robotics' goal is to make marine engineering more accessible by lowering the cost of parts, which has now allowed their products to be used on an international scale and spark the interest of professionals and local leaders.
It's so invigorating to me because they're building a product here that has a global use. And anytime that we have a presence in the whole world at the city of Torrance, to me that makes me feel very proud of our city.
We've hired a number of people from Torrance. Some of our engineers, some of our technicians grew up and were born or grew up in Torrance, and now they're working down the street, which is very cool.
Jehangir hopes that the company can continue to enable the future of marine robotics and keep expanding to bigger and better products. For Torrance City Cable, I'm Michael Patterson.
Thanks, Michael. For those interested in marine robotics or want to find out more information about the Blue Rove 2, visit .bluerobotics.com. You'll want to mark this on your calendar. National Pancake Day is around the corner, and you know what that means. Free pancakes. Next Tuesday, IHOP will be giving their fluffy white pancakes away for free between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can order a short stack of buttermilk pancakes at the restaurant chain. A short stack would normally cost you $5. This all gets donations for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, or Shriners Hospitals for Children. But you can start making a difference right now if you buy an order of Oreo Oh My Goodness pancakes between now and April 14th. $1 for every order goes to the Free Pancake Day charities. Now let's get to some other events. Have you ever wanted to learn how to do some yo-yo tricks? This Saturday, the 15th annual Bill Leibowitz Yo-Yo Contest will take place from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. People can stop by for the workshop from 10 a.m. to noon or the contest, which will take place from 1 to 5 p.m. It's set to take place at the George Nakano Theater. Then the Torrance Firefighters Association is hosting its 48th annual spaghetti dinner at the Ken Miller Recreation Auditorium this Saturday as well. Tickets are $7 for adults and $5 for children under 8. You can enjoy a delicious meal, and all proceeds will benefit the Elisa Ann Rouge California Burn Foundation Summer Camp for Burn Patients. Then the Torrance Cultural Arts Foundation continues its National Theater Live series with the film Julius Caesar. It'll take place at 2 p.m. at the James Armstrong Theater. Tickets are $17.50. Well, in just 2 minutes, a toiletry drive is underway to help local organizations combat homelessness. Jimmy Gao from the Torrance Social Services Commission will join me to talk all about it. Don't go away. We'll be back.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Okay, Mom wants us home. Okay, bye guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right, how about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later. That's it.
Get it.
get it.
Get it. Get it.
Is she gonna get it, Daddy?
She'll get it. Get it. Get it.
When you bring home a Goodwill find, you give your whole town a reason to celebrate because you're also funding local job training and placement programs in tech, healthcare, and more. Goodwill. Bring good home.
We need his glasses. Welcome back to the second half of NewsBreak Live. Joining me is Jimmy Gao from the Torrance Social Services Commission. Welcome on NewsBreak Live.
Well, it's great to be here with you, Hiba.
Yesterday kicked off a special donation drive that will help people right here in our community. So talk to me about the toiletry drive and who it's going to benefit and what's all about.
Sure. Well, some background. The Torrance Social Services Commission focuses on 4 populations: veterans issues, people experiencing homelessness, adults with developmental disabilities, and children with special needs. And this is our second year of hosting the Toiletry Drive to benefit a few local organizations that assist homeless families and veterans, among others. And the goal of the drive is twofold: to educate our community to the needs of the transient population in transition as service providers work to connect them to housing and other services, and also to ensure that the homeless families and the veterans in our community have a very basic supply, the very basic supplies that they need to take care of themselves in this difficult period of transition.
And as you mentioned, this is the second drive of its kind. So before we get into the details about what people should donate and why should they give back, talk to me about where this idea came from.
Well, when the commission was formed a few years ago, we took many months just getting our bearings and having presentations from various service organizations and providers who help the community in many ways. And we learned about their missions and their services, and also opportunities about how the city and the community can support their efforts and give back. The Toiletry Drive grew out of that idea, and we wanted to have outreach to the community to educate them on the needs of that segment of the population, and also to give the opportunity to the community to help these people in their greatest time of need. And while the service providers work to help these people out of homelessness through housing, job security, and other basic needs, this is an opportunity for us to support those service provider efforts.
For people tuning in right now, we did just show the flyer for the drive that started just yesterday, and it'll continue on through March 19th. And last year, I know you mentioned to me that a lot of people were donating, but they were donating, unfortunately, items that could not be used. So the goal for this year is for people to donate, to give back, but to make sure those items are very specific and will meet the needs of these people who do need these to survive. So talk to me about how people can donate, first of all, and give back.
Sure. Well, the commission and its liaisons have reached out to the organizations, and one of the things we found from the previous Toiletry Drive is that we wanted to make sure we were benefiting those service organizations with exactly what they'd like to receive, what the needs of their clients are, and if they have the correct storage to receive those items. And unfortunately, the service provider organizations cannot accept any used or unopened items. And that's for hygiene reasons. And they also cannot accept any single-use or hotel size, the little tiny hotel size products.
Okay. And so as I mentioned, there are various donation bins across the city. I'll list them off. The City Hall lobby, the Human Resources Personnel Building lobby, all Torrance public libraries, the Torrance Police Department. We were there earlier. We'll be showing you a video of how the bins look, and the Fire Station #1 lobby.
Yeah, the one on Crenshaw.
Yes. So talk to me on the right when you walk in and you see these bins, it's going to tell you exactly what items needs to be donated. So let's get to that and let's be specific so people have no confusion on what to donate so we can make this a great success.
Wonderful. So what we're looking for is new, unopened, and unused travel size or full size toiletries.
Okay.
And specifically it would be shampoo, conditioners, body wash, bar soap, deodorant, body wipes, aka baby wipes or wet wipes, toothbrushes, toothpaste, feminine hygiene products, shaving cream or lotion, razors, and full-size bath towels. For the benefit of all of you who wish to donate, a 3-ounce travel size is the size of the item that you would purchase if you were having air travel.
Right.
And the full-size items could be anywhere from 8 ounces to 34 ounces.
And you did mention earlier that the hotel size items that sometimes we like to keep after our travel.
It's like a single use.
Will not be accepted.
No.
Okay.
No.
So talk to me a little bit more about the organizations that will benefit. What are they, certain populations within the homeless communities?
The service organizations, we have 4 of them that we're focusing on, and that is the 1736 Family Crisis Center, the Star Inc. Homes, the Family Promise of South Bay, and there's one more.
So a lot of organizations that will benefit. So is there a certain amount that you're hoping to collect, or just whatever the community can come out to really give back?
Well, yeah, last year we did very well of filling those bins, so we're hoping to do even better this year of getting people to come. And I think that especially since we've identified what I think it's like about a dozen items that they specifically, now they don't have to guess about what they need and don't need.
Right.
Those dozen items, and if they can just use that list to get those items, that would be a great way of contributing.
So this was hosted last year, as we mentioned. Talk to me about the benefit of an event such as this compared to an event where you're out in the community, maybe serving meals to the homeless population. Talk to me about how you've seen something like this really impact people in need.
Well, the great thing about this is that while we, as a commission over the last few years, and especially since the city of Torrance has formalized its participation every January with the Los Angeles County annual homeless count, homelessness is a growing issue here in the South Bay and in the state and in the nation. And there are reasons why people fall into homelessness, and what homelessness looks like changes over time. And this toiletry drive is just a small attempt to make a positive impact in our community and educate the community to the needs of this segment of our community and make the most positive impact on those who are experiencing this troubled time in their lives. And the most important thing I think about this specifically is hygiene is the most basic of necessities, and it's also often linked to feelings of self-worth and respect and being able to just carry on in your life with your head held high. And so we hope that these efforts will do that. People experiencing homelessness will be able to take the next step in getting their lives back on track with these service providers, having the assistance that they're offering to get the people out of those homeless situations and be able to take care of their families in the meantime.
the great part of having a commission such as the Social Services Commission is that you can really make change within the community and work as a team with many different people from different areas of Torrance. So talk to me a little bit more about the purpose of the Social Services Commission. You did mention that you cater to 4 different populations, but tell me a little bit more about it.
Well, so about 3 years ago, the thing is that the City of Torrance is not a social services provider. So the City Council saw that a growing need to focus on the 4 populations, and again, those are veterans issues, people experiencing homelessness, and the adults with developmental disabilities and children with special needs. The Commission focuses on education and outreach opportunities and events that link our community with the appropriate service providers, and also making recommendations to the City Council on topics related to those 4 populations. So we like to think of ourselves as like the conduit, connecting the needs of those 4 populations with the service providers and the Torrance community.
So is there anything else you'd like to add about the drive? I know we showed very descriptive video of the items that will be collected throughout March 19th. So people have a lot of time to go out and buy to give back to this great toiletry drive. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Sure. One thing is to make sure everyone knows that they can go to the city website, and under the Social Services Commission tab, they can find a listing of resources for each of the 4 populations. And likewise, everything that we just discussed, the list of the items, the donation bin locations, and other information about the toiletry drive can be found online at www.torranceca.gov/helpothers. And anyone interested in finding out more about what the Social Services Commission does is welcome to attend our meetings, generally held on the 4th Thursday of the month at 6 p.m. at the West Annex Commission meeting room.
Well, Mr. Gao, thank you so much for your time. And before you go, we're going to pull up the flyer again of the toiletry drive, and it has some of the pictures of the items that will be collected. And again, the collection bins are located at City Hall, the Human Resources Personnel Building Lobby, all Torrance Public Library lobbies, the Torrance Police Department lobby, and the Fire Station number 1. Thank you so much again for your time.
Hiba, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
For more information, as Mr. Gao just mentioned, you can go to torranceca.gov/helpothers. Also, you can email at the Torrance Social Services Commission at torranceca.gov. And that does it for NewsBreak Live. If you ever have news or video that you'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@torranceca.gov. Also, if you missed any portion of the show, you can catch it all on Torrance City Cable's YouTube page. Have a great night.